welcome to No Bullshit Business Tips with Beck and Amanda, and we're talking to you today about something that really gets on our nerves, actually.
Absolutely. We have all sent an inquiry email to someone just to hear crickets. And it annoys the absolute shit out of me when people don't get back to you really, really quickly. So we want to know, have you done this in your business? Because I think we've all been guilty of it occasionally, right?
Yeah, definitely. I'm so on top of it now, though, and I totally get the importance of it. But I've told this story before, but my little boy Phoenix, I actually reached out to Kumon for him because he's heaps into reading and heaps into maths and all the things, right? So I reached out and wrote the big thing about him. And, you know, honestly, I'm telling you, like, I was so invested in going to this place. I think I reached out twice, which is not like me.
Yeah.
They got back to me 2 weeks later and didn't even say, hey, sorry I didn't get back to you or anything. They just like replied as if I'd done it the day before.
Oh, that's
and
so
it
annoying.
pissed me off so much that I was like, I'm not going.
Absolutely not. That is just so annoying. And we've got to think about how a lot of our clients might be making inquiries for the dance studio. A lot of people will Google, dance studios in my area. That's what happens, right?
Yep.
They fill out the inquiry online form, they send the email, whatever, then they go to the next one, they do the same thing for that, then they do the next one, they do the same thing for that. Who's going to win their business? It's not always the best dance studio.
No.
It's whoever gets back to them the fastest.
100%.
Because if I was that person, I'd be like, oh, cool, yeah, I'll book in now.
Yeah.
Because they got back to me, they made it easy, whatever that was. So we really want you to look at your response times. What's the perfect time, Beck?
Well,
that's a hard question.
Look, I was actually just saying to Amanda, like, honestly, if my staff, even from morning to afternoon, haven't answered it, I get pretty cranky about it, if I'm honest. But I would say 24 hours is the max.
Absolute max for getting back to an inquiry. Absolute max, preferably a couple of hours. It depends obviously the time of the inquiry that's sent and all that kind of stuff. But your emails you need to be straight on them, whether it's you doing it, whether you have a staff member, it doesn't matter. You need to be quick and you need to be responding to those people as quickly as you can.
Now, I'm going to be really controversial here, Amanda, as I can be. I think that if you are using a bot to do that, that's not counted.
Absolutely.
Because, I hate the bots. I hate the bots.
Absolutely. Most people do.
Yeah, it's I hate getting it from people, but I do understand it sometimes that they're busy and then there's that quick response, but still you should be responding to that bot very, very quickly.
Absolutely.
Because otherwise people just feel like a number, and that is not the way to start a client relationship.
No, most definitely not. We want to build personal connections with our clients. So yes, if you've got an autoresponder or a bot or something that goes straight back to them, it is a great thing. Like if you're like, hey, I'm going to get back to you as soon as we can, but here's these details in the meantime to check this out. Great. No problems, but the personal response needs to follow no more than 24 hours, preferably within a couple, saying, hey, I noticed you already have received our information back, our timetable, whatever you automatically sent. But I wanted just to ask you a little bit about little Susie, what's she interested in, what kind of classes would be best, and build that personal relationship really, really quickly with those clients.
And don't have excuses with this.
Yep.
Don't be like, oh, I don't have time to do that. You should be making time to build your studio. And when you work out how much that client potentially will spend at your studio, you're going to make time for it.
Absolutely.
So don't be that business owner that does that.
Absolutely. As business owners, we should be focusing a lot of our effort on marketing and growing our business. And sometimes as studio owners, we get stuck into the day-to-day client work, which might mean, looking at costumes, organising choreography, cutting music, all of those things. They're important. It's got to be done, right? Absolutely. But there is nothing more important than that new client. So make sure, if you haven't already today, get back to those emails as quickly as you can and check your response times and make sure it's always a really short window.
Yeah, make it a priority, guys. We really want you to take some action on this.